Well, hi. Tonight I'd like to talk about something a little bit different. I only have a little commentary about this, and then I'd like you to think about it and provide me with your comments. And I really have a question for you. And the question is, what is your self image? Now, I mean something beyond just looking in the mirror and going, boy, I really need a haircut, or look at myself and I go, oh God, I didn't realize I look so old, or that sort of cosmetic thing. But in terms of the image, how do you see yourself as a person? Um, Let me use myself an example, as I so frequently do. Now, having had a stroke, I initially referred to myself as a stroke victim. And I stopped doing that after a while because I didn't think it was healthy for me to think of myself as a victim. And then I thought, well, maybe I'm a stroke survivor since I'm still here. That's true. I am a stroke survivor. But again, that seemed like a lighter shade of victim. And now what I do is refer to myself as a stroke patient because you never really get over a stroke in most cases. And in my case, I guess I'm still a patient to some extent. But in an even larger sense than that, I think of myself as someone who is, for example, using the experience to help others deal with traumatic events in their own lives. So that's not really being a patient, and it's certainly not being a victim, and it's certainly more than being a survivor. Um, so, what exact term would I put on that? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Sometimes, in some ways, I think of myself as kind of a pioneer. I felt that way throughout my whole life because I grew up in a very classic Leave It to Beaver kind of setting, and I never felt comfortable in it. So I sort of went out on my own, went against the grain of what was expected of me, and that, frankly, as a teenager, that made me kind of an outcast. But I wasn't going to go through life thinking of myself as an outcast. I thought of myself more as somebody who just kind of had to go his own way, kind of like a pioneer. So, anyway, that's the way I think of myself in my current image as who I am as a human being. And think about it a bit yourself. How do you see yourself? Um, are you a survivor? Are you a leader? Are you a good follower? There's nothing wrong with that. We have this culture that says that there's only leaders. Well, there's no leaders without followers. So I'm really curious as to your input on that. So what is your self-image? Who are you beyond your name and just your immediate appearance? As always, comments are definitely solicited. Please send me an email or leave a comment on this video. But I would like to know, what's your self-image? Who are you?